Wonderful good day, ladies and gentlemen. Vancouver Resource Investment Conference, and it's the first day, and I'm here now with Eastmain Resources, and Claude Lemasson is the CEO of the company, and we want to talk about your terrific company. Welcome.
Yes, thank you very much.
Claude, thanks for taking the time. Eastmain Resources, what's your company about? Please
Yes.
give us a short overview.
Yeah, absolutely. So Eastmain Resources is a advanced exploration company that operates in northern Quebec, in the James Bay area of northern Quebec. Great infrastructure, great location to be, one of the best mining jurisdictions in the world, but very unexplored and untouched. So we are well positioned. We have 11 different properties.
Wow,
and
that's a lot.
Yes, out of those 11 properties, 3 active projects. So when I say active, I actually mean 3 projects that we are drilling on to move the resources forwards on each one of them.
Great. When you say to move the resources, what resources have you drilled so far? What do you have?
Yes, so on our anchor project, which is called Clearwater, we have the Eau Claire deposit. And the Eau Claire deposit has just under 1 million ounces of measured indicated resources, so this is all gold, and about 600,000 ounces of inferred resources, and the grade is around 4 grams and starts at surface and goes down to about 350 meters.
So that would be open pittable, right?
It's open pittable combination with shallow underground, so a combination of open pit and underground mine.
Fantastic. Okay,
Yes.
so I hear already it's a little bit like the longer game plan is to go in production maybe then, right?
Well, sure. Obviously, we're taking all the steps to move forward.
Yeah.
So currently this year, when I say this year, late 2016, early 2017, we are drilling at Clearwater 63,000 meters.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's about 2/3 done now. So in the next 3 months, we're going to complete that work. Then we will follow that with a new resource estimate that will obviously change and improve. That'll come out around June this year, and then we will follow that with a preliminary economic assessment by the end of the year. So when you take about heading towards production, these are all steps that we take to get there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great, fantastic. When you say 63,000 meters drilling, that costs a lot of money.
Yes.
So what is cash in the bank? Are you cashed up to fulfill your programs, and of course also the PEA then?
Yes, absolutely. So yes, we have a very good treasury. When I took over the company last April, and when I took over the company, I went in the market and I raised through 3 different raises $22 million.
That's a lot.
So we now have 12.4 left in the bank, which is a very good amount to have. My spend is going to be around $6 million in the next 4 or 5 months. So that completes the current drilling and the resource estimate. But obviously we want to do a bigger, better program on all 3 assets starting in June, to do June to December. So eventually I will need to raise more money to execute on that plan. And we're thinking if we're doing 75,000 meters in total on all 3 projects in the current campaign, my next campaign starting in June will be even more than that, potentially 85,000, 90,000 meters in total.
Wow, that's really a lot. But I think with that drill program, then you should be able, let's say, to move really into the development phase, I would call it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's the intent, and we're moving all 3 programs forward. One thing that I did say in the past when we started and I went and raised the money is that we would only advance each project separately only if we had success on each project. I can tell you right now that starting June, we're going to advance all 3 projects because we've had great success on all 3, including 2 separate discoveries separate from the resource that I was referring to.
Wow, that's fantastic. Great. Can you talk a little bit more about, let's say, grades? Is it gold only? Do you have any byproducts?
Correct. So at Clearwater, our main asset, it's only gold, and that's all we're focusing in.
Yeah, which doesn't hurt.
No, it's obviously a good place to be. Our Eleanor South joint venture, which is the smallest project, is also only gold. That's near the Eleanor mine, which is a large producing mine that's owned by Goldcorp.
Yep.
Okay.
So you have a prominent neighborhood.
So yes, and we're partners with them on that joint venture.
Perfect.
With Goldcorp and Azimuth, another small company. And then on the third one, which is really the mid-sized project, which is called Eastmain Mine Project. At Eastmain Mine, it's a past producer. They mine there in the past at over 10 grams in a shallow underground setup. So over 10 grams. But what's interesting on that one, it's what we call a gold-rich VMS type system, which means that we have gold as the driver, but we also have silver, fairly good grades, and copper.
Wow.
Okay, so we have all three. So you have two byproducts
Fantastic.
essentially, but gold is really the key.
Yeah, and those are in silver and copper. I call it also the high-tech and renewable energy metals. I would call it. Yeah.
And the other thing that's unique about that one is that when we state the grades of that project, when I say 10-gram gold, that's actually the gold part. I'm not even including any of the silver or any of the copper, so that's actually a bonus.
That's
so
fantastic.
when we do mine it, we get that revenue as well, but we're not even considering that.
Yeah, fantastic. Where are the silver grades and the copper grades, roughly?
Yeah, so they vary. The silver will vary, I'm going to say, from a few grams to 100 grams, depending on per ton, depending on which intercept. In the copper, I would say what we've seen lately is probably from 0.5% to 2.5% copper, which is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yes.
Fantastic. Great. Well, Claude, then we keep fingers crossed, and we look forward to hear some positive news then for you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it was Claude Lemasson, the CEO of Eastmain Resources, and you heard it. The company is well cashed up. They did a $22 million raise, so they have enough money to fulfill their programs. This year, they want to spend another $6 million. Probably they will go up to maybe 85 to 90,000 drill meters altogether, and 3 projects are pretty active as he described. It's one is gold only, the others have also silver and copper included, which are the future metals we love, you know that. And also Goldcorp as a partner, I think that's a nice asset to have in a good neighborhood. And northern Quebec, perfect in Canada. So check out the company. Thanks for watching us. Bye bye from Vancouver.